the scene for the Bucks. The fearsome rim-protecting front court of Giannis Antetokounmpo and Brook Lopez. They will be a factor as they prepare to do battle inside Wells Fargo Center. Bucks, Sixers, the NBA. Hello, basketball fans. You've got... Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. Back to Trent. Pass to Lillard. Trent outside. Jacks up a 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Kept alive. Kicks it out to Maxey. 3-pointer by Embiid. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The big fella, Embiid, making it look too easy.
Lillard against Maxey. The kick out to Lopez. Lets it go from deep. Maxey grabs the miss. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s. Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s, but what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse, and we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Thank you, David. It's George on the wing. Drills it from outside.
Really no spot on the floor where George can't hurt you. What a versatile scorer.
Lillard surveying the D. The 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Beyond the arc. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Outside, George. The 3 ball. And the rejection by Giannis. Lillard with it. Maxey covering. And Lillard kicks to Antetokounmpo. Takes the 3. The rebound by Bobslay.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
And he gets it back. Here's George. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
It's good.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
From outside the arc. And that one's good. Maxey
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
From deep, Trent. That one's rebounded by Embiid. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. No good with the triple. The Bucks trail. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Trent. Good on the triple. Trent's got his second bucket of the night.
Now, Giannis preparing for that kind of attention from the defense, and he found a teammate with an open look.
Here's Maxey. Puts up a deep three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 1 quarter in the books. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Oubre out there with Edwards. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's McCain in at shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Porter with the steal. Prince wide open. And another three for Milwaukee.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Edwards with the screen for Oubre. They get it again to the right side. Second shot opportunity, and he knocks down the jumper. Oubre's got 5 points in the quarter. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Oubre with the steal. For three. Prince grabs the miss. Milwaukee's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Green, the pass to Portis. Over Edwards. Portis can't get it to go. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Oubre inside the three-point line. Had the space there, but it's offline. Porter kicks to Portis. And the Bucks miss again.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Oubre inside the three-point line. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, he dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Good touch there. Oubre outside the three-point arc and knocks one down.
And here's Green outside. Three-pointer. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Oubre inside the three-point line. Misses the jumper.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Pass to Oubre. There's the three. Out to Edwards. Oubre with it. Now guarded by Porter. Oubre, good. Bucks trail by 3. Porter outside. Over to the left wing. And a wide open look for Portis. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Prince finds Portis. To halt the run. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oubre, no one around him. No good on the three. Milwaukee's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Prince's shot is good.
But when he's spotted up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages go up. Very comfortable on that one.
The three ball. A rebound by the Bucks.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
From the arc. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night. Green against Oubre. Drummond sets the screen for Oubre. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
The 76ers lead. Ring shot on the way, and the jumper is on the mark. Oubre's got 12 in the game.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Porter passes to Portis. 1 second left. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been quite a game for Kelly Oubre.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. There's Giannis. Look out below.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Outside for George. And the three ball is good. George has got his second basket of the game.
And this is what Paul George does. He looks for any opening on the floor to create opportunities for his team.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players.
Joel goes up and brings it down.
That's the man you want running into the pick and roll. It's Paul George at the helm. He's got the ball and makes a great play.
76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And it's off from three-point range. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Trent finds Giannis. Inside, onto the Kumbo, automatic.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
Here's Bobslay. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
That's some flashy stuff from Antetokounmpo. They're dicing up the D with the ball control.
Maxey against Lillard. Outside for George. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 9 points. It feels like every season, Brent, we set a record for pace in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know, Kevin, if it's every team that's seeking pace, although in every coach's press conference you'll hear about them talking about playing faster and wanting to get out in transition. But that's where you take advantage of defenses most. Look, if you got a young team, open up the floodgates and let them run. Probably more success coming your way.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. The lead is 2. Fires from 18. And it's George again missing. The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Maxey against Lillard. Embiid inside the line. Lopez grabs the board. Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the Bucks with some changes. Prince outside. Latrey hits the three-point bomb. Prince has got his third basket of the night.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
To end the run, Prince grabs the miss. Bucks leading by 3. Porter kicks to Prince. And the wide-open shot from Green. The shot's good on the assist by Prince.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Oubre. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Tries again. The 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Sims has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oubre for 3. And Drummond kicks to Oubre. They get the rebound. Porter with the steal. Prince outside. Takes a 3. Outside, Green. Got it up. And he trains the...
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials.
And so it's Milwaukee, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We come back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Edwards is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Oubre, and it's Downton in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Oubre, good.
Now capable of hurting you with that kind of jump shot.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Green, the pass to Prince. No good on the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the 3 ball. Green's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Oubre can't get it to go.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side. Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Downton. For 3, Oubre. Rebound, Milwaukee. Now the Bucks moving it up. Portis for 3. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game. for three. Oubre. Milwaukee with the rebound. Sims has got 8 rebounds in this game. And Porter, here we go. Kicks it out to Prince. For three, Portis. It's Drummond with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 15. The 76ers with another miss. Right side, Portis. Pass to Prince. From deep. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Edwards from deep three-point territory. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. He lobs it up and stolen by Drummond. Here we go, one-on-one. Edwards, no good. Portis against Oubre. Portis can't get it to go.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
McCain. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Green kicks to Sims. A fader. And again, the Bucks miss.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Milwaukee.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Lillard way outside. Paul George grabs the miss. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Nice shot by Yabusele.
And Paul George, a gifted passer at his size. He can see anywhere on the floor.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And so the Bucks take the win. They came in here. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
It's a luxury these days, honestly. Resting stars, truly trusting your second unit, all keys to a successful and well-rested squad.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Horford at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. Jason Tatum out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Holiday. On the wing, Tatum. There's the 3. Joel Embiid with the board. It's George on the wing. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Holiday. Here they come with numbers in transition. Outside Tatum. Here's Brown. Fires the 3. First shot won't go. Now Embiid. About a minute played here so far in the first. Nice shot by George.
And just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous. A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
George finds Embiid. Maxey with it. George outside. Out left to the wing. Outside Maxey. Clock at 4. Pass to Grimes. For 3, George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
The kick to Tatum. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Embiid.
Man, that's his shot. But maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Yabusele. Out to the right wing. Here's Grimes. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Boston's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Tatum. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, nice D from George. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Going inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. George has got 11 points.
Getting it done inside. You know, I love seeing George be active on the interior.
There's Tatum with the 3. That won't go either for Tatum. Philadelphia leading by 9. Here's Grimes. Here's Yabusele. It's George on the wing. Defended by Brown. The 3 ball. No good on that one. His first miss. He's 4 for 5 now. To the wing on the left. It's stolen by Holiday. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. 1:33 left to play in the first quarter. George passes to Embiid. Over Porzingis.
Lockdown defense by Porzingis. When he moves his feet to get in position, his length is unbelievable.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Now here's Porzingis. On the wing, Tatum. Clock at 6. 3-pointer, Holiday. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
George for 3. Sinks the tray. George has got 16 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Porzingis misses. Philadelphia leading by 8. 34 seconds left to play in the first.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Porzingis with a screen on George. Here's Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Hits the trifecta.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Paul George. He's feeling it. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. Al Horford out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at small forward. Cadis checked in for Horford. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Now here's White, right wing. Here's Keita. It's good.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Philadelphia leading by 4. Outside Oubre. From the arc. Boston pulls it in. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Hauser passes to Keita. And that one is hammered home.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Oubre can't hit. Boston has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. The 3 from Craig. Drummond grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here's Oubre from the arc. They get the rebound. Pass to Doughton. Outside Edwards. And here's Oubre from the arc. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Here's Pritchard. No points yet. The kick out to White. And he can't jam it through. Philadelphia leading by 5. Outside Oubre. Pass to McCain. Three-pointer. Keita pulls it in. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. White finds Craig. Here's Pritchard. Out to the wing. Wide open look. Keita gets the bucket. Keita's got 6 in the quarter. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Here's Pritchard. And it's all tied up. Pritchard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 53 left in the second period. Pass to McCain. Oubre on the wing. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Celtics trail by 5. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pritchard, the pass to White. Three-pointer, no good. The 76ers have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Kept alive. Outside Edwards. Launches a 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. With the floater. Inside. White gets it to go. Philadelphia leading by 3. Outside Oubre. Fades back. Philadelphia with another miss.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
The kick out to White. Outside Craig. 6 on the shot clock. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Oubre from the arc. Gets it to go. 3 makes, 9 attempts. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Pritchard. To the paint. Stolen by Drummond. Out on his own on the break. And Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Pritchard. Here's Hauser. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the first half now in the books. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Paul George has been sensational.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
They've got Tyrese Maxey, Paul George out there with Joel Embiid, and a Giabaselli in at the power forward position. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Now here's Holiday. Tatum looking it over. Pass to Porzingis. Horford outside. Hey, Horford from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
Here's Giabaselli. George finds Maxey. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Holiday. It's stolen by Holiday. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Tatum from long range. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game.
Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
Oh, got that one up quick. Embiid's got his first points of the night.
I'll tell you, when he rises up to shoot, and with his height advantage, oh, he knows he's going to get a clean look.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
Yeah, really nice feel from George, making the correct decision in a 2-man game.
Outside Tatum. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Maxey. Philadelphia leading by 7. Kicks it to George for 3. They get it again. From the arc. That's a miss. And he's 7 for 11 from the floor. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 3-pointer, Holiday. That shot is off.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
George against Brown. From downtown. No good on that one. 7 for 12 now.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. The kick to Tatum. Now Holiday. Horford outside. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the triple. Horford's got 6.
You see the great fundamentals. Horford sets up for the quick shot off the feed. No hesitation.
Pass to George. The 3-ball. The kick out to Maxey. Connects from downtown. Maxey's got 6 points in the quarter.
Jog him in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Now here's Porzingis. Goes back up. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
Maxey, a good look. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Maxey's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. Now here's George. He's got 18 over Holiday. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Yeah, it seems like George could do this all night. He just keeps finding shots.
Holiday taking his time here. Here's Tatum. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And he keeps trying to get himself out of this rut, but maybe it's not meant to be. I'd focus on sharing it with his teammates at this point.
Now here's Holiday. And it's all from 3-point range. There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd. Brown against George. Poke loose. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Fires the 3. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Horford at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. Drew Holiday out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Brown in at the 3. Celtics trail by 9. Right side Brown. Horford outside. Takes a 3. And it's blocked by Edwards. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. And stolen by Brown. 3-on-3. Tatum with room to shoot. Rebound by Philadelphia. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards looking for an opening. Tries it from the top of the key. Oubre can't hit.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Tatum from long range. Rebound by Philadelphia.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
It's Brown on the wing. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Here's Doughton. He's covered by Holiday. And stolen by Brown. Pulls it from the corner, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Porzingis with it. Oubre picks him up. Horford passes to Tatum. No good on the triple.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Here's Oubre. Pass to Doughton. There's the three. Oubre can't hit.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. Yeah, if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Maxey attacking. Pass to George. Fires for three. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the three. Could be what saves the day for them.
Here's George. Porzingis grabs the board.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Brown finds Porzingis. From the high post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Now just a 2-point Philadelphia lead. Here's George. Pass to Embiid. Lets it fly. Good on the jump shot.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Up top, Tatum. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
3 points.
Holiday's got 7 assists in the game. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. They've led by as much as 10. George against Brown. Back to Maxey. Gordon outside. 4 on the clock. Oh, he buries it from outside.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Outside Tatum. Here's the three. It's rebounded by George. Porzingis against Embiid. Pass to George. Takes the three. That shot missing.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Back to Tatum. With the drive. On the wing, Holiday. Gordon with a steal. Three-pointer Embiid. Can't get it to fall. So it's the 76ers taking the W in a... Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
Well, you aren't kidding.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post positions. Holiday out there with Tatum, and it's Brown in at the small forward. Lillard against Holiday. Here's the three. Damian Lillard, and that's good.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now here's Tatum, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a three-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship award winner. He is a pro's pro.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lillard scanning the floor. Kuzma outside. Just 5 to shoot. His three-pointer's off the mark. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Great open look there. Tatum's got 6.
That's what makes Tatum so dangerous. Offensively, he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective.
Kuzma kicks to Prince. Giannis against Horford. Antetokounmpo. The shot's good on the assist by Prince.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Now here's Tatum. 6 points for him. Brown outside. Kept alive by Boston. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Lillard with no one around. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
Sticking it from the corner. You got to know where Lillard is at all times.
Here's Holiday. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
It's stolen by Brown. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. That's a 2 from Lillard. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Tatum with another miss. Milwaukee leading by 3. Here's the teardrop, and it's Lillard missing. The Celtics have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Tatum with it. Lillard picks him up to the paint. Here's Porzingis. Rebound, Milwaukee.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 11 from downtown. They get it back. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lillard. Puts up a 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 3. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got 11 points.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Tatum into the lane. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Lillard from outside gets it to go from beyond the arc. 14 points for him.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And so it's Damian Lillard making... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Milwaukee.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post positions. Jason Tatum is out there with Holiday, and it's Brown in at the 3 spot. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Now, here's Trent. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that. That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game here. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Over to the wing. Here's Walsh. Boston again missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Trent passes to Jackson. Here's Pritchard, covered by Smith. To stop the run. Walsh can't get it to go. Milwaukee's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Jackson gets the bucket.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high-percentage looks.
Now, here's Trent. The 3-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The offensive rebound. Here's Craig. Nails the baby hook.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Bucks.
Bucks leading by 9. And here's Green outside. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Green's got 7 points for the quarter.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jackson kicks to Green. Jackson a screen on Craig. And here's Green outside. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Porter. Trent, that's a 2-pointer. Outside, Green. Jackson setting the pick here for Trent. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics trail by 10. Craig with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Now, Craig. Craig with a screen on Green. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hard-working. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Here's Tatum, still yet to score. Outside White. From past the arc, and again, Boston with the triple.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Bucks leading by 4. Porter with the screen for Green. And the Bucks miss again.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
White looking around. Pass to Craig. Back to White. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for.
2 shots.
And he makes the first but misses the second. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Wasted no time on that one. Trent's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Bucks.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's White, drives to the hoop. Here's Walsh. Boston, no good that time either. Milwaukee in the lead.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Porter, a screen on Craig. Inside, another shot. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to, just making it clockwork. Then continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Bucks leading by 6. Fires from deep. Giannis passes to Lillard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter. Lillard against Holiday. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Pass to Porzingis. Beyond the arc. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Tatum way outside. Take that! Oh, Tatum from the parking lot.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Kuzma passes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo kicks to Prince. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Prince. Offensive rebound. Lillard outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Tatum from 3.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this and fast.
Kicks it out to Prince. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Prince has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Prince. Tatum, that's for 2. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
Lillard, the pass to Lopez. Back to Lillard. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
That's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Porzingis with a screen on Lillard. And Holiday kicks to Horford. Jacks up a 3. Kuzma pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Dan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their teeth.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Trent kicks to Jackson. Outside Porter. Outside for Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game. Celtics trail by 12. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Porter. Outside Tatum. Back to Holiday. Will it go? Again, the miss by the Celtics. Bucks leading by 12. And a wide open look for Porter. A 3-pointer, no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Tatum. Takes on the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
And you get the sense Tatum is used to getting hit when he's penetrating inside. It almost seems as if he embraces those challenges.
Outside Porter. There's Green with the 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics, Horford and Porzingis are manning the post positions. Jason Tatum is out there with Holiday, and it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Holiday against Lopez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Lillard from outside. The rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Horford inside the line. And that one hits back iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
From about 16. And there's Lillard on the assist by Prince. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half. And stolen by Lillard. One-on-one here. Launches a three. Nailed from three-point land. And now it's an 11-point Bucks lead.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Giannis with it, picked up by Brown. And another three for Milwaukee.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Lillard from outside connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Lillard against Holiday. Pass to Horford. Out to Porzingis. Now here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Look, Brown's a great athlete. I love to see him work inside.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lillard. For the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Tatum kicks to Porzingis. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Lillard left side. Bounce pass from Kuzma. Lillard the pass to Kuzma. Kuzma with the screen for Lillard. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Holiday has it in the corner. No good from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Celtics trail by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bucks.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
And here's Tatum for three. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. At one point, they led by 16. So it's the Celtics now. They trail by 11. Lillard outside. There's the triple. They get it back. The three. Good! Another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Prince. Tatum kicks to Horford. Brown outside. Holiday looking for an opening. Clock is at 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And a deep three from Lillard. Off on that one. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. So thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So
there with Joel Embiid. And it's Yabusele in at the 4-man position. And for Milwaukee, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Now here's Kuzma. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The rebound by Embiid.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Maxey against Lillard. Here's Grimes. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
The kick out to Kuzma from outside the arc. And Grimes pulls it down.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Here's George. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
From deep three-point land. Pass to Grimes. The 3 is up. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Fires from the wing. Lillard with the bucket.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Embiid. Pass to George. Launches it from deep. Offensive rebound. Puts up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. George has got 6.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
For 3, here's Lillard. Knocks down the long J.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Kuzma. Antetokounmpo for 3. The rebound by Maxey.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers, and the conversation quickly turned to Embiid. Coach said we know he can be unstoppable, but we're hoping to slow him down just a little. Double teams might be a part of that, but I don't want to give away all of our tricks. So it sounds like Joel can expect a lot of defensive pressure tonight.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. The Sixers lead by 3. Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Kuzma against George. Here's Maxey. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
That was just an off-balance, low-percentage shot, especially with no room to operate.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Embiid can't hit. The Bucks have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by George. And again, it's Damian Lillard with the triple. Lillard's got 14 points for the game. George outside. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Stepping in from the line, George, very good and capable from mid-range.
The drive by Antetokounmpo. Lillard deciding where to go with it. He's still feeling it. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. George, a deep 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard can't get that one to fall. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 2. Shot on the wing. Pass to Grimes. Maxey with it. Here's Grimes. Guarded by Trent. Maxey passes to Grimes. Offline with a 3. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Bucks. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. It puts the defense right up against you.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. They've got Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Paul George. And a Giabaselli in at the power forward position. Portis right side. The 3 from Prince. That shot, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here's Oubre from the arc. He buries it from 3. Oubre's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Here's Green. Drummond grabs the miss.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. The Bucks trail. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 19.
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful. Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Prince with the bucket.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the rewards you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Pass to Edwards. And here's Oubre from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Oubre's got 8.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Prince can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 3. Oubre with it. Portis picks him up. Pulls up on the wing. Prince grabs the miss. Milwaukee has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Offensive board. Outside for Green. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And here's Oubre from the arc. The offensive rebound. Pass to Doughton. Oubre against Green. There's the triple. The rebound by Sims. Sims has got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. Portis, the pass to Sims. Oubre against Prince. Here's Livingston. From behind the arc. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it. Rollins, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
And here's Oubre from the arc. And stolen by Green. They're running. Here's Rollins. And that comes off the assist by Green. Rollins has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Now the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Oh, got a piece of it. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Shot from the top of the key. Pass to Doughton. Back to Oubre. Edwards a screen on Green. And here's Oubre from the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Sims has got his 6th rebound on the night. And he's going for the oop here. Yep, that one goes. Oubre's got 13.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Here's Sims. Nails the wide open jumper.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Now Oubre. He's got 13. The 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Kelly Oubre making things happen for Philadelphia. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the 3rd quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it. And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
The 3. Again, the miss by Lillard. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Maxey. Fires the 3. Another miss by Maxey.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
The Sixers trailing. Launches it. Fires in the triple. Maxey's got 5.
You got to get out on that if you're the defender. Maxey is very capable from beyond the arc.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Let's go with a 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists now in this one. Maxey against Lillard. Yabusele. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
3-pointer. Lillard can't get that one to fall.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
They get it back. Pass to George. Here's Grimes. They get it back. The kick out to Maxey. Here's Yabusele. Here's George. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, George is a lot more physical than he looks, and he's not shying away from contact on these shots.
George hits them both. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Outside Maxey. Tipped. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
It's stolen by Maxey. Embiid with it. And Lopez picks him up. And he lobs it up. And the jam by George.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
Tipped away. Here's the break. Maxey finds George. It's George on the wing. Fires from deep. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
For three, here's Lillard. Such a sweet stroke from Damian Lillard.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Milwaukee has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. From deep. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Tries to keep it alive. In transition, here come the Bucks. They now take the lead. Lillard's got 16 in the second half.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
George drives in.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. Over to the left wing. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Lillard with the ball. Beyond the arc. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
Here's George. And off the front iron, and in it goes. George has got 21. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Philadelphia. He's been effective on offense. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Edwards out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Doughton in at the point. Milwaukee in the lead. It's Prince on the wing. The three is up. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Doughton. Pass to McCain. Edwards for 3. Counted from distance. Edwards gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here's Oubre from the arc. 4-3. And the three-pointer goes. And the 76ers lead by 2. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Livingston pass to Prince. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Back to Lillard. From deep. Oh,
as a shooter, even from way downtown.
This one for three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Fires for three. Paul George pulls it in. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. The kick out to Maxey. Tries to break his ice. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Kuzma outside. It's stolen by Maxey. And George launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. And it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
To the right side for three. Here's Lillard. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Here's George. George with another miss.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Lillard's got 42 in the game.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
It's George on the wing, defended by Kuzma. George outside, clock at 6. The three. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Joel Embiid with the board.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Yabusele. George finds Maxey. Back to George. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
And here's Gordon from the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
So Milwaukee wins it, even early on. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel it's time for the NBA. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Joel Embiid out there with Bobslay. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
George way outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Maxey against Holiday. Maxey kicks to Bobslay. Popped up there for Embiid. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Tatum no good. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Embiid. Here's Bobslay. Off target from outside. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Now Tatum, after the missed 3 from Tyrese Maxey. No problems knocking that one down. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
The kick out to Tatum. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
From deep, George. And that one is off. Boston leading by 6. And here's Brown outside. The rebound by Bobslay. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Grimes passes to Embiid. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Embiid's got his second bucket. Austin's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Ault. David.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Launches it. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Good.
Well, we know that Kristaps Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you'd love to see him use his size in the paint.
Pass to Grimes. From deep, George. Al Horford with the rebound. Celtics leading by 4. And here's Tatum for 3. Maxey grabs the miss. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. And here's Embiid. And here's George for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. George has got 6.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
Holiday dishes to Tatum. Lets it go with the three. Traps in the tray. 11 points in the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Horford and Porzingis are manning the post position. Tatum out there with Holiday, and it's Brown in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Oubre for 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Fires the 3. It's Drummond with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Oubre can't get it to go. Boston leading by 6. Here's Walsh, and he dunks it down.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
76ers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Oubre, no one around him. The 76ers with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Pritchard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The 76ers trail by 8. Oubre outside. Looking to end the run, and that's good. For 2.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
White finds Craig. Here's Walsh. Here's Pritchard. From outside, off the mark. Oubre for 3. And it's White with the rebound.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's Pritchard. Connects from 3-point range. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Oubre can't get it to go. Boston leading by 9. Here's Walsh. Pass to Pritchard. Fires the 3. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
To the left wing, shoots the 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Oubre can't get it to go.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Pritchard passes to White. Here's Pritchard. Out to the right wing. Here's Walsh. And the Celtics another three.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
First team foul.
Celtics leading by 18. Outside, White. Here he goes to the middle. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Craig. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. And good that time.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
Here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. Doughton passes to Oubre. This one for three. Good on the triple. Oubre's got 5 now. White looking around. Here's Pritchard. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Boston Celtics. 13 points up at the end of the period. And if they keep... Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Embiid. Bobslay out there with Paul George. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
Well, Ken, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
And that's tough to guard against. Maxey is just so quick off the ground with that pull-up.
Tatum kicks to Horford. Back to Tatum. And Tatum driving. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 18 points for Jason Tatum.
But Jason Tatum worked hard, being comfortable in tight windows off the dribble drive. That was a nice-looking move.
Beyond the arc. Pass to Horford. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Maxey. That 3 off the mark. Boston leading by 11. Tatum with it. Now defended by Embiid. Back to Tatum. Outside, Horford. Porzingis, that's a 2. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Well, he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The 76ers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. So Boston ends up going with a new group. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money. A star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. The 76ers trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Out to White. A 3-ball. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The 3 from George. The rebound by the Celtics. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's White. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Grimes. Dives for it. And the 76ers get it back. Maxey finds George. Here's Grimes. Takes the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Grimes has got 6.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
White against Maxey. White with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Maxey. Maxey's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the 76ers. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Walsh, defended by George. 5 to shoot. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Pass to Grimes. Back to Embiid. Kicks it out to Maxey. Off target with the open look. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Holiday with it. They'll bring it up for the Celtics. 7-point differential. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post position. Holiday out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, sipping in before the D can rotate.
And that one's good, Maxey.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the 3-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Brown against George. Stolen by Gordon. Now the 76ers on the break. It's tipped. Oubre kicks to Gordon. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And it's George missing.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
Holiday against Maxey. Embiid with the steal. On the wing, Gordon. Maxey into the lane. Oubre for 3. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
From deep, George hits it from 3-point range.
And this is what Paul George does. He looks for any opening on the floor to create opportunities for his team.
Tatum setting the pit for Holiday. Tatum passes to Horford. For three. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got 21.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
George way outside. Three-pointer by Embiid.
Well, Brown taking away the shooter's airspace, effectively crowd scores and gets them out of their comfort zone.
Tatum passes to Horford. Back to Tatum. 13 feet away.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here is Tatum. 6 to shoot. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
First team foul.
The three from George. It's good from long range. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Holiday with it. Maxey covering. Tatum kicks to Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Holiday looking for an opening. At the teardrop. Eric Gordon grabs the board.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Maxey passes to Uber. George with the screen on Horford. Outside, George. Oubre on the wing, guarded by Horford. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound. He gets whistled for the over-the-back.
And to me, that's just a case of being too aggressive. You're out of position. Don't compound the problem by committing that foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this run. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Brown, no good. The 76ers trail by 4. Oubre outside. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Boston. They led by as many as 18 points. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Brown. And he's good on the three ball. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Holiday with it. Maxey covering. The shot by Holiday, no good. Now the 76ers with it. Pass to Embiid. From outside the arc. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
The kick out to Tatum. Connects from downtown.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And so it's Boston sweeping by with the win. It was up for... All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Celtics earlier, coming down the tunnel. They're not met. It's the NBA on Grant. Look at these two teams. My attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Kuzma in at the 3.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Trent finds Lillard. The 3. Offensive rebound. There's the 3. And Trent the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis treating the defense like a magazine. Easy reading here for him.
Holiday against Lillard. Outside Holiday. From outside, off the mark.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Well, he's so smooth, and it just looks like he's never out of control through Holiday.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
6 to shoot. Back to Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
I don't know who's going to get up for that as Porzingis skies for the dunk.
Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Kuzma outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Holiday taking his time here. Porzingis with a screen on Lillard. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. Pass to Lillard. 3-pointer. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Horford left side. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. He can't get that one to fall. Lillard finds Kuzma. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from 3. Lillard's got 9.
Great shot from Lillard. He loves finding space around that perimeter so he can just fire.
There's Tatum with the 3. And the call over the back.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
Kuzma against Tatum. Boston again missing. Milwaukee leading by 7. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Lopez, the screen on Holiday. And they pick up 2. 11 points in the game.
There is this old school feel about Dame's game. Even though he utilizes the 3, he'll get to the mid-range and bury those.
The kick to Tatum. Horford outside. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Lillard. He was all alone on that one.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. 43 seconds left now in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Trent with a screen on Holiday. For 3, here's Lillard. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
Tatum, a screen on Lillard, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm, or you're going to get a call.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pure from three-point range. Lillard's got 17 points.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter. I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Boston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. He hits the second from the line. And he can't make it 3 for 3. And so it's Milwaukee. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
We've got Derek White. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Walsh in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Hey, I don't care what he lacks in height. You have to box him out. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's fearless pounding the glass.
For 3, it's Milwaukee with a rebound. And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best 6-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
Now here's White. Yet to see a basket.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Milwaukee leading by 11. Porter looks it over. That 3's off the mark. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. White can't hit. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. They get it again. Outside for Porter. Pass to Green. And another miss by Milwaukee. Boston's shooting around 50% of the game so far. Here's Pritchard. And the deficit down inside single digits. Pritchard's got his first bucket in this one.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Portis for 3. It's hauled in by White.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Queta. Here's Craig. Outside White. Here's Pritchard. Drops in the 3. Pritchard's got 5 points.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Oh, got a piece of it. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Walsh. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And Green comes to help. White for 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Pritchard. Green covering. Outside White. 1:43 left to play in the first half of basketball. The three from Craig. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. The three from Prince. Buries it from 3. Prince has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. I mean, it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
Porter, the pass to Prince. Releases. Offensive board. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Yeah, I love the energy on the offensive glass. Porter Jr., just fantastic watching him make plays like this.
The open shot, White. The rebound by Sims.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Drills it from deep. And it's a 12-point Bucks lead.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's White. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Porter outside. That one no good. The Celtics have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Walsh. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got his 6th rebound on the night. The three from Prince. And that's not going to go. He misses at the buzzer. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. The Bucks on top, up by 12. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Taking a look at the Bucks. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position.
Even when Brown's shooting quickly, he's not rushing. He takes his time with his release.
All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Pass to Tatum. Brown against Trent. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The Bucks leading by 10. Kuzma finds Antetokounmpo. Lillard against Porzingis. Lillard looking around. From deep. Trent outside. Lillard passes to Trent. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Trent's got 6.
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of passing.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Holiday, and here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Rebound Boston. Outside Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Up top, Horford. Shoots over Lopez. Horford can't hit.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Lillard can't get that one to fall.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Three-pointer. JT for three.
They're stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Kuzma, pass to Trent. To the left side wing. For three, here's Lillard. Out left to the wing. Fires from deep. Lillard! What'd you expect?
Lillard works so hard on the offensive end of the floor. It's really what helps him get going like this.
Trent against Brown. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Lillard and out of bounds. Boston will have it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
1:41 left in the third quarter. Holiday against Lillard. Porzingis with a screen on Lillard. Down low. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Shiftiness there in Porzingis' game as he welcomed the contact and then converted on top of it.
And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. Holiday against Prince. Three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 9. It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2.
Horford hits them both.
Well, you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And again, it's the Bucks missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Tatum from long range. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got rebound number 8 now. Porter from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Porter's got 7.
Yeah, good up-tempo play by Porter. Getting a little room and pulling up fast.
Porzingis sets a screen. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Green for 3. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Holiday. He's got 5. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Out to Portis. The 3 is up. Hits the three-pointer. Portis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Portis' shot is off. He got it up. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Horford at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. Drew Holiday out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Celtics trail by 6. Outside Holiday. Tatum against Green. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Kind of a devious move by Tatum, pulling the defender in where he wants him.
Jason Tatum.
And the second free throw is good. And it's Lillard with the ball for Milwaukee. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Lopez, the screen on Holiday. Lillard passes to Lopez. Brown with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Trent against Tatum. Here's Porzingis. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
It's stolen by Holiday. Brown passes to Holiday. Antetokounmpo with the block.
No chance. Giannis, too much length.
Pass to Lillard. A deep three. Oh, Dame time. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Now here's Tatum. It's stolen by Kuzma. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
On the wing, Tatum. Defended by Kuzma. Offensive rebound, Celtics. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul. Prince is checked in for Kuzma.
Second team foul. In for the Bucks. Number 12.
Outside Holiday. There's the triple. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
On defense, the Celtics. They trail by 11. Antetokounmpo. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
That's a pretty sweet touch there shown by Antetokounmpo. The D cannot relax when he's got the ball, especially in that spot.
On target from range. Porzingis has got 11 in the second half.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Antetokounmpo with it. Now Horford defending. Pass to Lillard from downtown. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Brown for 3. Got a piece of it.
Such a good defender, Taurean Prince. Physical, good lateral movement, and has the tools there to snuff out a shot.
Out to Lillard. Launches a 3. Knocks down the long J. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Bucks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Damian Lillard.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Now here's Trent. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Lillard from behind the arc. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Lillard against Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Will it go? Rebounded by the Bucks.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Lillard. "16 seconds left in the final quarter. Tatum fires from way outside. The shot no good. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is